Hey guys, welcome to another episode. Today we're at a steel manufacturing plant, and what we're going to be doing, let me show you. So today we've already installed zebra crossings and walkways along this part of the building. We do have a couple of others. We've done the externals, a couple of bits by the gatehouse into the car park we've got to get done as well. In fact, let me just show you. This is probably the easiest way. This installation was carried out by somebody else a little while ago, and what we're going to do is literally seal in the floor on here. So it's not been done previously. In fact, I'm not sure what they've used. So this is the zebra crossing. As you can see, it wasn't sealed when it was installed. I'm not sure what product was actually used on it, but it has started to flake away in a lot of areas. And my concern is I can't see any real evidence of preparation in terms of shot blasting on it. So you can see all the way along here where the lines have come up. Doesn't look like it's much prep. Now it could be that it was shot blasted or ground perhaps, and I just can't see it. And that's okay. The lines are still there. They're not in a great state of repair. Now, instead of replacing them, what they want us to do instead is seal it all back in. And my concern with that, obviously, is the lines could still come up. What we're doing by adding a sealer on top isn't going to help it stick to the ground any better. It's just going to stop it getting dirtier. But we're putting an anti-slip finish on as well, because when these areas get wet, they're really, really slippy. As you can see along here, we're getting a lot of fading and areas sort of wearing out on it as well. And if you look under here, this is what we're going to be sealing over the top of. They don't want to repair it, but there's very little evidence of shot blasting or grinding, and that sort of concerns me. I can see there's a slight difference between two layers here and here. We've got the grey and the white, but I'm not sure what the preparation was. So I think it's going to continue coming up and really should be redone, but it's in an okay state of repair for now. Like it'll do for the time being. You can see it's a walkway. The customer's happy enough with that, and that's fine. So we'll add the anti-slip sealer onto it using the UV machine and a rapid shield formula for this one, but not ideal. Anyway, the other works we've got are external line markings. So today we're going to be checking out the lines outdoors. Now, it's not often I say this, but I actually feel today is a day we really need to use thermoplastic, simply down to the curing time, how quickly it'll be, because it's so wet. So the areas we're working on here, I mean, it is currently raining, but we've got a lot of lines to put back in. It's on concrete, which arguably Thermo's not the best product for this. An MMA or something would be perfect for it, but we've got the long curing times, and really a thermoplastic we could get dried within a couple of minutes, which means we could run, in theory, the hammerjet over the top, get the thermo straight down. Within a minute or two, it'll be cured. Now, in practice, that's still not my ideal, but the alternative is an MMA or the solvent base, which takes a lot longer. The MMA that we use typically has a glass bead on top, which will get washed away in the rain, but it'll also prevent it curing properly as they're coated with peroxide. The solvent-based paints take around half hour, 45 minutes, so again, not ideal. We really need a fast cure for this, so thermoplastic would have been the ideal, but I never really like putting it on concrete. I just don't think it's a great job. I'd much rather wait until it's a bit warmer, come back. Yes, it costs us a little bit more money to have to return. Bit of a pain for the customer, but you won't get it fading like they're getting here, and this is the issue we're trying to sort of avoid. So it's kind of a double-edged sword on this one. We slow down the project and the customer doesn't get handover on time because of the weather, but at the same time, they're going to get longevity. So it is a better solution. It's just a case of going to take a little bit longer to, things outside of our control. But as you can see, it is absolutely piddling down still. It's almost like sleet. So wait for the guys to turn up and head back in, because it's just raining and it's horrible out here. And let's crack on with the project. I'll show you what it looks like with the UV going down, but I've got to clean it first. That's the other thing I've just said to the customer here. Looking at this, it's really, really dirty. And if I put a UV sealer on, I'm basically going to bake that dirt straight onto the ground, and I don't want to do that. I want it looking really, really sharp and clean so that we can get a great surface. Because at the end of the day, if there's dirt down there, the UV sealer won't stick properly anyway. Doesn't matter how tough it is, how good it is. If we've got a crap surface to begin with and it's really dirty, nothing will stick. Anyway, we'll give it a clean, crack on with it, and I'll show you guys in a sec. So this place makes purlins, steel rails, that sort of stuff. Typically you'll find this going out to new warehouses. In fact, I mean, you can see them all up on the ceiling, all along the walls. That's literally what these guys manufacture. There's another company at the same time. They're replacing the cantilever racking. Over the years, I think it's just been a little bit damaged. And so they've decided to get it all pulled out and replaced this weekend. So I think over 2 weekends, the chapter said, they'll be pulling out everything, putting it all back in again. So it's nice sometimes, actually. You know, you can end up sort of working over the top of each other. It's always nice working with other trades like that, especially when, you know, you just get on with people, see them, and, you know, you're all doing the same thing, working together. I like it. I like it. So this is it getting prepared. And what we're doing is using a 12-inch roller over the main parts. We've taped out everything, got a 4-inch roller doing these bits. When you mix this stuff up, it kind of looks like a cappuccino-y sort of color. And this one here is the Rapid Shield version. You can get Rapid Shield or Solid Lux. Sorry, there's a lot of work going on in the background, so it's a little noisy. This area here, because it's got direct sunlight, you can see the sun hitting it. It's actually cured that already. I haven't even run the UV machine over it yet, but we're about to get the machine out, so it's warming up. So this area up here, you can see Lee's doing the last little bits. We're just going to get that one painted in, ready to go. Yeah, let me show you the UV going down. All right, so what we're going to do here is just wait for this thing to warm up. So it says it's in standby. Pull it back now. Remove the plate from the front. We'll just pull this out the way. And then we're going to hit our lamp button on this side over here. And we're at full power now. So we'll move this machine over. This will cure instantly as it goes straight over. So that'll be that line there, completely cured now. What I'm gonna do is just get the front of this so I can turn onto the zebra, cure it all. We'll move along like this. I'm just gonna come backwards. And we'll move her along. This has a drive function and we can press this little button up here. We press that and the machine starts to move under its own steam, like so. Looking good. That's a wrap for this project. All we're going to do now, lift up the tape and hand it back to the customer. You get a really nice sheen with the UV once it's down, and also nice anti-slip finish on it. Super easy to clean, so if you leave any marks on it at all, they just wipe straight off the top. It's really, really durable. I absolutely love it. It's my favorite finish. This one, obviously, we've not put the pads in, so sorry about the background noise. Not put the pads in ourselves, so they have got a bit of damage to them from just use where they haven't been sealed originally. But now that we've fitted the UV over the top, you have that really nice finish, anti-slip resistance, and that's pretty much a wrap for this. As always, I will see you guys in the next video.